Hi, we're joined with CLASP Senior Policy Analyst Elizabeth Lower-Basch.
Good morning.
Elizabeth, give us an update on what's happening with the budget process right now.
Sure. So last month, President Obama sent Congress his proposal for the 2013 budget, which also includes an outline for the future years. Yesterday, Paul Ryan, the chairman of the House Budget Committee, released his outline for a budget resolution, and again, a plan for future years. Neither of these is going to become law in their entirety, because we've got a divided government, but they do represent contrasting visions of what government should do and how we should pay for it. Both proposals set as a goal reducing the federal budget deficit, and therefore pose pretty tough choices about where to spend limited resources. Within these tight budget constraints, the President's budget proposes investments in child care and early education programs, workforce development, and post-secondary education and training. In addition, the President calls for a fairer tax code by raising taxes for the wealthiest, eliminating corporate tax loopholes, and permanently expanding tax credits for working poor and middle-class families.
So what's the difference between the President's budget and Representative Ryan's budget?
Representative Ryan's budget takes a very different approach. It cuts taxes for the highest income taxpayers and preserves special treatment for capital gains, while cutting deductions for most workers. It also dismisses the possibility that military spending can be cut by reducing waste or duplicative contracts without harming our national security. So then, it attempts to balance the budget by cutting critical programs, including Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and Pell Grants. These cuts would put the core elements of the American dream, access to education and training to get a good job, health care when you're sick, and economic security in retirement, out of reach for millions of families. So, lawmakers of both parties have repeatedly committed to the principle that deficit reduction should not come at the expense of vulnerable families and individuals. Representative Ryan pays lip service to this principle, but then proposes to block grant Medicaid and food stamps, slash spending, and leave it up to the states to decide whether to cut benefits or just kick people off. Congress wouldn't be choosing the specific cuts, but we know that there would be more people uninsured and hungry as a result, and our safety net would be even weaker in the next recession. That's the vision for America that's behind all the numbers and graphs in his proposal. But I'm confident that's not what most Americans want.